Okay then, welcome back. Next episode.
What happens when you put 6 martial arts experts in self-defense scenarios on a moving bus?
Moving bus is tough.
The 6 martial arts experts who have been competing in various self-defense challenges to see who will become the ultimate self-defense champion have reached the final day.
My scores are not as good as they should be. I'm thinking maybe rather than just going for self-defense, I should start going for self-offense.
Finish lines right there and saw it, and I was a bit battered and sore, and it's going to be the hardest day, I'd imagine.
Friday morning, it's do or die.
I just don't want to be last. I hope I won't be last.
Yet the final day was not reached without sacrifice.
If I have a really good knee brace, maybe I can keep going, but realistically, it wouldn't have been a good idea.
Unfortunately, after re-injuring his knee, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt Jordan dropped out from the next challenges, finalizing his current score. Yet the tension was still running high, as against all odds, regular person Craig had an equal amount of points with UFC fighter Nathan Levy, making each point they will receive in this challenge a potential game changer. In the following challenge, the contenders will be boarding a bus, where they will be facing 5 different self-defense scenarios, from multiple attackers to a man beating their wife in front of them, and their scores will depend not only on how well they will fight, but also on how appropriately they will act in each situation. And the first person to go was MMA fighter Jeff Chan. The contenders had no idea what was coming their way.
I feel like
with
I would sit in
drug
the back
addict
of a
sitting next
bus.
to them being the first
I don't
scenario.
think I'm ever sitting in front. If I have a choice.
How's it going? Do you mind if you sit away, please? Yeah, because I'm not very comfortable with that.
MMA fighter Jeff Chan decided to solve the situation with his knees. Meanwhile, Shaolin disciple Ranton, whose goal was not to take the last place in the championship, initially had a different idea.
Dude, the druggy guy, oh my god. Man, he offered me. I don't know why the hell I didn't take it.
We just move on to the side?
I should have said, yeah, sure, bro, I love heroin, let's go. And then throw it on the ground and say, drugs are bad.
No. Yeah.
They all just end up fighting, bro. They all just end up fighting this nigga. And I guess it's not my internet. I don't know what it is, bro. Ever since getting my second monitor, it's always just happening. Nah, I don't know.
I should have said, yeah, sure, bro, I love heroin, let's go. And
Hope that helps.
then throw it on the ground and say, drugs are bad.
No. Yeah.
I didn't do what the needle is crazy.
Ranton didn't manage to fulfill his plan, going for a similar solution to the previous contender Jeff Chan instead, while regular person Craig Hunter
I thought I'll just take that off him. He didn't like that much, and then he put one on me. So it was time for the Abbey pump to come out.
Craig Hunter took a similar approach to the first 2 contenders, yet the story with the next 2 contenders was different.
I live in Israel. Sometimes there's days where things are tense. There could be suicide attacks. Your mom tells you don't get on the bus, but you gotta get somewhere. You go on the bus, but you don't just stay there with your earphones on your phone. You stay vigilant, you look around. If it was up to me, I'd be standing by the door or sitting in the back where I can see the whole bus. I wasn't given that option, so I chose to sit and face wherever I could see everything. This junkie comes up to me, starts talking with an Australian accent. I can't understand anything, and he's a junkie. Right there. I bounce off the chair, that's what I would do in real life. I don't need to interact with him.
Nathan's solution in this scenario, out of all the contenders, was so far the best. Yet karate black belt Jesse Encom, who decided this time to go on the offensive, still had an opportunity to find an even better solution.
I hop on the bus and a junkie sits next to me.
Hey, how are ya?
Start shooting up some crack or heroin, I don't know. I never done drugs, okay? But
I don't want him
me
to
if
touch
I
you with
want
that
to try
needle.
some, and I'm like, no thanks. But he keeps asking and keeps harassing me.
Where are you from anyway? I'm actually from Sweden. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Jesse being so European and polite and starts telling him his whole life story.
For the weekend. Really? Yeah. All right.
I wouldn't
The
trust
junkie
anybody with
stops
a
talking
needle
to
next
him
to
and
me.
Jesse's
They could
like,
just stab me.
So where are you
That would be
going?
crazy.
What are you doing? Stop interacting with the junkie.
At some point, he drops his needle and gets angry. And then a fight breaks out.
Calm down.
Unfortunately, Jesse didn't excel in this situation, leaving his chances to surpass MMA fighter Jeff Chan in question, and UFC fighter Nathan Levy with the best performance in the first scenario, keeping him
Just
ahead
avoid him.
of his rival regular person Craig Hunter. Yet there were 4 more scenarios left, with the next one being getting attacked by 2 people. Jeff responded effectively to his attackers, stopping the round. Then it was Shaolin disciple Ranton's turn, who
This dude
needed
is
to do
funny.
well if he wanted to achieve his goal of not being last.
Second to last.
Ranton took out the Atomic Bear self-defense pen, stabbing the attacker in the neck, as a result forcing him to drop out and leaving one more attacker to deal with. Ranton had a great response to the situation, putting him so far in a favorable position, while Craig Hunter, who was next, was about to use his street skills in order to get an edge on his rival UFC fighter Nathan. Craig jammed his fingers in the attacker's eyes, forcing one of the attackers to drop out and leaving one more to go.
He didn't have a good rear naked choke, so I thought, oh, I'm just going to rip this guy's face a bit and twist his neck.
So far, all 3 contenders did a great job in the second scenario, leaving UFC fighter Nathan and karate expert Jesse, both karate black belts, to see if they can do even better.
Somebody grabs me, I get on the chair, get a higher point to release. Some other punk might as well sidekick them right in the face, sit back down.
I tried to pick them, tell them to sit back.
I stand up so I can gain the high ground. I'll just try to go for a side kick.
Oh shit. Same thing,
By now,
basically.
you may be wondering why this challenge is on a bus. While many martial arts dojos which claim to teach self-defense not only practice outdated forms, they also train in an environment which does not reflect the reality. If you will ever get attacked, it may happen absolutely anywhere, including a bus, which has seating, railing, and it moves, creating an unstable environment. And the more you practice in an unreliable environment, the better you will be prepared if you will ever have to defend yourself in one. Meanwhile, all the contenders did well in the second scenario, making the next 3 scenarios even more important in deciding who will get the highest score, while the following one will test their skills far beyond fighting.
How's it going? I'm not very comfortable with you touching me.
Honestly, bro, if I seen a husband and wife fighting, I feel like I'll just leave that alone. That's not my business. Like, because it might be one of those things where, like, I help her, but then when I start fighting the husband, she backs up the husband in a court case, or like when the police get here, or like, I mean, there's other people there as witnesses, but I'll just leave that alone. That ain't my business. Like, imagine they both start trying to jump me, and then I hit her. Like, bro, you caused this.
Very strong. I think I'm gonna move out of the seat, please. Can you please move away?
While Jeff Chan managed to elegantly remove himself from the uncomfortable situation, a man sexually harassing him, Shaolin disciple Ranton had a much more difficult time.
Hey, how you doing, man?
In retrospect, I wish I said, you're gay? Me too!
Yeah, true. You too. Got a girlfriend? I'm looking for a man. Can you come home with me? Yes, sure.
I think people might laugh at this, but I think I did a good thing. The only thing that's important to me is I want to leave the bus. If he's leaving the bus with me, I'm sprinting for my life.
Let's go. You go first. I don't know where you live. You go first. You're handy, bro. Go. Stop the bus. You wanna
Even though Ranton's attempt ended with hands thrown, his creative solution was great. Meanwhile, regular person Craig Hunter had an even harder time with this situation.
Sexual harassment. How was that?
Awkward.
You got lighter up? Nah, well,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I got him. I appreciate it. I'm afraid I'm happily married.
Craig was like talking for way too long.
I consider myself man. Where you getting off?
If a random nigga reach for my dick, I'm punching first thing.
Thank you for catching me there. You're welcome.
The guy sexually assaulting him, touching his crotch, lady touching his ass, and Craig's just like, oh man, this guy is on me.
Yo, that would be
a punch in the head for being a bit up front.
Finally though, Craig started to look for a way out.
On my next stop, okay? Can I get up, please? We'll give you the dick or the bum.
And he smacked me on the bum and again I might have went back and give him a slap for that.
Bro, that's crazy.
Craig's performance wasn't ideal in this scenario, as he allowed himself to get abused slightly too much. An important lesson for all of us, as while we want to be polite to others, there are people that abuse that politeness, making it important to be able to set boundaries, something that UFC fighter Nathan Levy chose to do in this scenario.
Bro, the moment he reached for my dick, I'm punching the fuck out that nigga.
But with serious stuff, it's a stranger on a bus, even if it's easier to smile, laugh it off, there's a certain point where you don't feel assaulted, doesn't mean you're not getting assaulted. You gotta set a limit at some point. If you touch me, and it doesn't matter if you're not punching me, I need to defend myself. Excuse me, can you take your hands off me?
No, man, what do you identify that?
Please take your hands off me.
A what?
Please take your hands off me. I use my pen, I put it to its throat, the person of certain gender identity, and told them to back up.
Okay.
Thank you. Then that person back kicked me in the balls. The moment you get kicked in the balls, everything goes down the drain and you go back to your most basic instinct. Knee kicks.
Nathan used the Atomic Bear self-defense pen well to dissuade the harasser. If you want your Atomic Bear pen, the first 200 people to order an Atomic Bear
Nah,
pen
bro, if I was Craig regular dude, the moment I felt it, look, bro, I'm swinging.
By going to the
Especially if I'm a nigga, I'm swinging.
atomicbear.com/USDC or by scanning the QR code at the right corner.
Especially from a random nigga, I'm
fight
swinging.
broke out at the end of Nathan's turn. His performance was considered as one of the superior ones, as he set clear boundaries and didn't allow himself to get abused, and fought back only after he was attacked, leaving karate black belt Jesse Encom to attempt to top this performance.
Now look, I don't take myself too seriously. I take martial arts seriously. If some dude wants to give me compliments, if he swings the other way, so to speak, that's fine with me. I don't mind. I'm confident in my sexuality, so I don't have any problems with that. So I can take it.
I do work out. Oh, that's down there though. That's private area. Wow. Like the gun show? Yeah. Whoa. No. What you? That's fine. You want a back rub? I don't mind.
Want a back rub? Nah.
No, that's fine. I think we shouldn't do this in public. I'm gonna call the cops. This is getting out of hand.
Maybe other people are more sensitive, so they want to fight a person who approaches them like this, but not for me anyway.
Jesse Encom chose an unorthodox approach in this situation and showed a great level of patience, but as a result let things go slightly out of hand, leaving UFC fighter Nathan Levy with the best performance in this scenario still, and regular person Craig Hunter's chance to stay ahead threatened. Yet everything can still change, as the second to last scenario was going to challenge the decision-making skills of all of the contenders, as a violent situation between a couple had an unexpected twist to it.
Hey, bro, that ain't my business, so hey.
While growing up watching action movies where the hero saves the girl, many men have fantasies of saving a lady from a bad guy themselves. But in reality, not every woman wants you to be their protector. As in this situation,
I'm like, that shit is
being
not my
the woman
business.
attacks the contenders herself while protecting her boyfriend. Dysfunctional relationships like this are not uncommon, reminding us that not every situation beckons you to take the role of a knight in shining armor, leaving the rest of the contenders to try to navigate this confusing situation themselves.
This one I think was super funny and super creative on your side because it had a twist, right?
Jesus Christ, I'm trying to help you, lady.
Whoa. I'm trying to help you, lady. Relax. It's an abusive relationship, probably back and forth. And I said, yeah, keep going, keep going. It's fine. Love it.
No, maybe he's not the right guy for you.
I know a lot of people that has actually intervened and the woman turns on you. soon as she turned on me and struck me, you're on your own now. Yeah, he'll bash you up. I'm not gonna.
The question
Yeah.
is, do you need to be a hero? The smartest
No.
self-defense thing you could say is, don't be a hero. See something happening, it's none of your business. Sit down and you won't die like a hero. But I wouldn't be able to see a woman being abused and not do anything about it. I
He
tried to
starts
say to
choking her
I'm not gonna
too.
hit her right now, even though she's bat crazy. So I'm just moving my head and doing kung fu blocks to her hand and just doing anything I can to not be charged with attacking a woman.
He
In the
starts
meantime,
choking her
Roddy Black
too.
Belt
That would
Jesse
be
Encom
hilarious.
had a slightly different approach.
This is tricky. If two people are fighting or arguing, I don't really know their backstory. I don't know why they're arguing. It's none of my business, really.
Jesse did a good job of. He let the guy beat up the girl for a little bit. It might sound weird. Everyone wants to think, oh, I'm the hero. I will get involved super quickly. Probably not the smart choice
Yeah.
to involve yourself right away.
Don't
into
even know
someone
who's
else's
right or
relationship.
wrong.
But it seemed like he
mean-
was a little bit too aggressive compared to her attitude. So I stand up next to him just to make sure that if he tries to attack me, he will not have the high ground.
I'll stand wherever I want.
But then, and I hate this when this happens, she starts punching me.
Please stop me, Lord. Please.
I can't punch her back, so I just pull her hair down and just control her.
While Jesse's initial instinct of not getting involved was a good decision, his later involvement got messy, leaving all 5 contenders with a similar performance in this scenario and with an opportunity to stand out and receive a better score for the final scenario, a mugger with a knife.
Give me the money. All the money. Give me some
It's in my
money.
back pocket. Can I stand up first?
Put the money here.
Can I step?
Oh shit. I feel like the right choice would just be give up the money, huh?
Although giving the wallet was a viable option, MMA fighter Jeff Chan decided not to risk it and defeated the attacker without suffering any injuries, while the following 2 contenders gave the other option a try.
Dude, with knives is like, if that guy was instructed to stab me either way, that would have been it.
Give me your money.
The only thing I wanted, like, don't stab me, bro.
Don't f you up.
I believe you.
Is that all of it?
It's all of it. You want my phone too?
You gotta have more than that.
I wanted to keep him engaged. What did they say in improv? Always say yes. That's why I said, like, here's my wallet, here's my phone, here's my here's my chain.
You want a chain? I have a chain.
Out of the cops, you
I want it. I have a chain.
actually got it.
I believe you.
I think it was good. I didn't get stabbed. I survived.
You saw Shank Tank?
Oh, man, got me.
See, when he got up and turned his back right there, I feel like that's a perfect time to attack him. Or get him in a choke lock.
I know more than
Like watch.
Just giving you
More than that.
That's it, man. Search me. I didn't have that.
You're gonna tell the cops?
Man, I can tell. I don't even know your name. I'm too panicked to even see it, bro.
Give him everything.
See, like right here? Right here? Try and go and get that choke right there.
Giving your valuables to a mugger with a knife is a smart way to go, but then the following 2 contenders made a great point about another unforeseen aspect of this situation.
I understand I should have given him my wallet, but you gotta understand, he didn't come up to me all calm and said, sir, please give me your wallet and don't make any noise and it'll be good. He looked, spoke, acted also like a junkie, somebody not stable.
True.
When somebody is already within stabbing reach of you, he is an immediate danger.
That is also true.
Nathan's knee to the head was counted as a knockout shot, finishing his scenario, while karate black belt Jesse Encom initially didn't understand the scope of the situation.
I'm not seeing that knife. I just think he's trying to rob me without any weapon. Until I actually look down and I see there's a blade by my throat.
Oh, a knife.
I give him my money as he's asking me to do.
Yeah. That's all I have.
But then it seems like he's not satisfied. And I know that there's only one way this could go.
Now that all the contenders have taken their turn, it is time to find out who did the best. But first, let's find out who got the lowest score. While karate black belt Jesse Encom did a great job, unfortunately compared to the others he received the lowest score of 2 points, while Shaolin Disciple Ranton follows him with 3 points. Next up is regular person Craig Hunter, who had a good performance but lacked in some areas, leaving him with 4 points, while MMA fighter Jeff Chan had a smooth ride in the bus, leaving him with 5 points. Yet overall, the best Best performance for this challenge goes to UFC fighter Natan Levy, getting him ahead of his current rival regular person Craig Hunter by 2 points. But the winner is not yet decided, as the upcoming all-out fights between the contenders can change everything.
They fighting each other? Regular person Craig? No. Final episode down. One more. We're Actor Breeze. Yeah, so you have chosen death. That's how that nigga really is, bro. Like, any scenario, he's just ready to swing, bro. And I know he said he won't do this in real life, but this is that. It's actually fucking hilarious, bro. Bro's just ready to swing whenever. Alright, but Egyptian decided to solve the problem with his knees. Oh my god. Strike Fear villain arc is everything I never knew I needed. The fucking menace, I'm there. Jeff woke up and chose violence at every challenge. Bro, he did, bro. Oh, brother. Oh, Greg Hunter is going to get himself a new business card saying Greg Hunter, regular person. Next time I'll take a taxi. If you consent, it's not harassment. Oh, that was hilarious. Self-offense sounds like a self-offense. Bro, oh brother. I'm over here coughing. I'm dying. But bro, he is hilarious, bro. Like, subscribe, see you guys later. Hope you have a good day or night, and bye. See y'all.